All right, so let's talk smart locks. This is a Yale Assure. It can you can set codes for guests, cleaners, all that stuff on an app. What I like about it is it will you can link it to your Airbnb account, and when a guest books, it will shoot that guest a message inside the Airbnb app and say, "Here's your code. Activates on this date. Deactivates on this date. You're good to go." So you don't have to set a code for your guests. Automatically does it. The only drawback with that is sometimes if for whatever reason, your lock isn't connected correctly to the internet, it will send your guests a message, but it won't leave them a code. So you got to check and make sure that there's a code inside there. I started using these during the pandemic when the Schlag end codes went out of stock. The end codes were all the rage for Airbnbs. I do like the end code. It's a little bit easier to use. Just the functions on it are easier to use. It has a built-in Wi-Fi into the lock, where the Assures have to have a bridge. So there's the bridge. That's what connects your lock to the internet. So if somebody unplugs that, you're disconnected. So, but I do prefer these. The Yales do make a couple different versions. I tend to like the ones with the bridge better. They do have ones that have the Wi-Fi incorporated into the lock, but those have not been working well with being connected to Airbnb. So anyway, this is what I prefer. I'll show you, and here's the Yale Sense. So on the app, it'll tell you if the door's ajar or whatever. That's what notifies you. The other thing we do is locked linen closets, and this one is much less important to have a Wi-Fi lock. This is just a simple coded door handle. Punch the code in, open it up, it auto locks within like 3 seconds. I like these a lot. They're like $30. Make sure you keep the keys somewhere, because when it dies, it's dead. There's no other way to get into it other than break it open if you don't have that key. So hold on to the key, but that's what I use mostly for linen closets, locked owner's closets. I don't get anything super expensive because you just don't need it. It's not used like the other locks are. I mean, you can if you want to spend $300, but I'll spend 30 any day. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Batteries go back there. One other thing you need to look out for, and a lot of people will install these locks, or if you install it yourself, you just have to make sure that when it locks, it does not rub on either side, or it doesn't hit anything in the back here. So you got to check for that, because if it rubs, it's going to jam, or it'll just wear out the motor, and you'll have a destroyed lock after a while. I mean, it's a battery-powered little tiny motor that pushes that deadbolt back and forth. So, it can't rub. But yeah, let's take a look at the view here before I let you go. Beautiful day in Cave Creek, Arizona. Got guests coming in about 2 hours. See you later.